Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain the reason why most distributions as in the types of distributions we see in statistics is bell-shaped. Now you all have seen that mostly the distributions that are in statistics are bell-shaped. Like for example, you have seen that the normal distribution curve is shaped like this. Sometimes most of the shapes are like this, or sometimes it can be a little skewed means a particular part of the dataset has a more population than the others, but mostly you will see that it's a bell kind of shape, whatever it is. So the reason for making this video is to understand why it is kind of bell shaped. So for that we have to take a example. Let's take the example of your school. In school you must have seen students standing in a line. So have you ever seen a line where the children's height are growing exponentially like this? You all know that the height of the lines are mostly arranged in the accordance to the heights, like the smallest one in the front and the largest one in the at the end. But does it look like this? Of course not, because in nature exceptions are very hard to find. That's why they are called exceptions. So what happens when we see anything in nature, we will see that there is a particular amount of sameness among most people, and there are a few exceptions on the other side. Like for example, let's take the example of this school, of the line of the students in your school. So it rarely looks like this, it never looks like this, but what you see instead of this is in the real life is something like this. So they will be on mostly in your class. You will see there is mostly one or two students who are exceptionally high in their height, or one or two students who are very short in height. So but you will see most of the students are on an average line. So this is the most of them will fall under the same line. On only there are few examples where the height is shorter than the average height of the class. So this is the very reason why we find this is a bell curve. So how does this relate to this? See, what does a curve, distribution curve mean? Here is the height. Suppose this one is the height. So all these people who are averaged height or similar height, we will find this mode. So that is the very reason, and this is the amount, the number. So see, since the average height people are more, so the number of those people are also more. So it corresponds to this, and this one must be the smaller height, and this one is the larger height. So we have only one student. So see, the number of students is very small here because there are only one students, and for the highest height there are only two students. So see, again for the number of students is very low for the higher students. So whenever we see a sample in nature or anything in nature, we will see, for example, let's take the example of the leaves in a tree. The leaves of a particular branch, you will see most of them, if you segregate them, most of them are of the same size. There will be one or two which will be a little larger than the other, but most of them are same. So this distribution comes from the nature. The nature has been made such that the most of the things are equal as they look, but only there will be a few exceptions. So that is where the bell shaped come from. The bell shaped come from the averageness in most of the distributions that are made by the nature. Thank you.